now on Damascus Gate, which is down there, I'm afraid, if you look at it. And it's a Ramparts tour. What we can see from here is the Dome of the Rock, the site of the Jewish temple. A little bit there, you can see a Mount of Olives, but look how beautiful is the valley. And 4 quarters. That is not a tour that explains everything about it, but I want you to see how beautiful it is. And if you want to watch more of my videos, subscribe me, and usually above it, right there, somewhere here or something like that, you will see more videos. Then you can actually follow me. I have more than 17,000 videos. Those 2 domes is the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, the tomb of Jesus, the place he actually was crucified before, and the most important thing, the resurrection. But before we will continue, one thing, there's another tomb of Jesus. There are 2 tombs of Jesus in Jerusalem, and one of them is called the Garden Tomb. If you go out and from Damascus Gate, continue through that road, you will see the sign of the Garden Tomb to the right. Then 2 tombs of Jesus. Again, it's not the time to talk about why. Remember, it's a different kind of tour. Then let's continue. We are leaving Mount. Oh, yes, that's the most important thing. This is a new part that was closed to the public, from Damascus Gate to the Lion's Gate. And if you're Christians, you can actually start a tour from Jaffa Gate, end it at the Lion's Gate, and then do the Via Dolorosa correctly. How nice, isn't it? Then let's continue, please. We're still on the way. Yeah, Hel, say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, she's an amazing tour guide. And she knows Spanish and English. And she's different than me. She's so calm. Just like that garden. You know, I'm like a volcano. She's calm. And when she speaks, it's like meditation for me. Then, let's continue. Well, we just lived, at Damascus Gate. This is the end of Damascus Gate. Oh, it's so breezy. Unbelievable. It's June, the middle of June. And that bus station, behind it you can see that bedrock. This is part of the Golgotha according to the second tomb of Jesus. Remember, the Garden Tomb. And you can see the car on the pavement. That's the entrance to Zahi Cave, which is an amazing quarry. And if it's so hot, then this is the place to be. It's cool and nice. And we believe that a lot of the city was built because of that quarry, and maybe the temple as well. Yes, yeah. Then beautiful to see it. Then we're heading east, in a way, through the Lion's Gate and Mount of Olives. Most of the tour will be at the Muslim Quarter, but one of the best view of the second tomb of Jesus is definitely from here. And say hello to Hel. Yeah, Hel, hi. Now, yeah, if you're talking about the Golgotha, the Calvary, skull, face, look at that. It looks like that. Then it's not one. I wasn't surprised that in the 18th century someone decided to look for the tomb there, because Jesus was crucified outside the walls, and it looks like a skull, Calvary. Above it you can see a Muslim cemetery, and you can see the central bus station of East Jerusalem, the Palestinian part, here in front of you. Beautiful, isn't it? I'm sorry if I'm shaking. It's hot. Then this is the flower gate, or Herod's Gate. You can see the flower gate is an Israeli name. A Herod's Gate. Let's talk about it. I mean, that wall was built only in the 16th century. Then why Herod's Gate? Because that gate led straight to the temple that was built by King Herod. And you can see Mount of Olives. The Central Church, That's where Jesus ascended into heaven. Actually, it's not the real site. The real site is, can you see the flag to the right? Then in between. Today it's a mosque. The tower that you see, it's actually Russian church. It was built there in the 18th, 19th century. You can see a little bit of the Jewish cemetery. And look how beautiful there. You can see the Mormon University with beautiful arches building, and Augusta Victoria with a tower on top of it. And that is Rockefeller Center, which is the Rockefeller Museum, part of the Israeli Museum. And guess what? She's still here. Then we're still heading east. Lolo. Then you can see a little bit of the Dome of the Rock and Mount of Olives. And summer, I can see it right there. You can see a small dome right there. It's a Crusader church, and that is Beth Hasda. That's where Jesus came on on Saturday, and he cured a man that couldn't enter the pool for more than 40 years, I think. Then it happened right there, and we are heading to that area because the Lion's Gate is there. You can see beautifully Mount of Olives. I'm sure that you can recognize the Jewish cemetery, actually from the time of King David, and Ascension Church. And I don't know if you can see, but there's a small golden onion church right there. That's Mary Magdalene Church, a Russian church. Very important for the British because the mother of Philip, Elizabeth, is buried there too. Then you can see the Muslim quarter inside the walls, and East Jerusalem outside the walls. That's the way to the Flower Gate, King Herod Gate and Damascus Gate. You can see beautifully the museum, Rockefeller Museum, part of the Israeli Museum. Look at that! It's in the middle of the old city. Every inch here is priceless, but you can see a football stadium and a basketball stadium. That is beautiful. Of course, the Dome of the Rock and Mount of Olives. We just reached to the end of the northern part of the wall. We came from the northern part of the wall. We actually had to the east. And in that area, in that tower, we will continue to the actually to the south, in the eastern part of the wall. And the Stroke Tower is right here, and it's quite famous. Yael, can you tell us about it, please?
Yeah. The builders of the Suleiman Wall erected one of the finest and most prominent towers of the wall in the northeastern corner of the old city. It is known as the Stork Tower. It has been suggested that this spot is where Godfrey of Bouillon breached the wall of Jerusalem during the Crusader siege in 1099. His coat of arms featured a swan, and since the same Arabic word denotes a swan and a stork, hence same name.
All right, then let me show you the view from that beautiful tower. Then, first of all, you can see the eastern part of the wall from here. It's amazing, Yael. And next to it is the Arabic cemetery, the Muslim cemetery, and you can see a little bit of the Jewish cemetery at Mount of Olives. And from here, you'll be able to see a little bit of Mount of Olives, the Mount Kapos, the Hebrew University, the beautiful building with so many arches is the Mormon University, and Augusta Victoria is above. Beautiful, isn't it? You can see the corner of the northern and the eastern roads. Daniel, let's continue. We talked about Beth Hasda pools. Then you cannot see a lot, but between the trees in the valley, you can see some antiques. Those are the pools. That's where Jesus healed the man that couldn't walk for more than 40 years. The St. Anne Church, the Crusader Church, you see the French flag, is Catholic church, but it's actually built by the Crusader. And according to the belief, the mother and the father of Mary lived there, and that's where Mary, the mother, was born. Then St. Anne Church, St. Anne, the mother of Mary. Beautiful Crusader church. Let's continue. We are still heading south. But the view of Mount of Olives is a beautiful view from the eastern part of it. Yeah, it's almost the end of the tour. What's the time now?
12:30.
12:30. It took us at least an hour to do that tour. And you can see the Lions Gate. Before we will actually leave the ramparts from there, look at the Garden of Gethsemane. The Kidron Valley, that's where Jesus was betrayed by Judas. And next to it, to the right, you can see the Jewish cemetery. And of course, you already know the Assumption Church. Then St. Anne Church, with different angle. Look how beautiful it is. Beautiful. You can see the cross shape of it. Again, Crusader time. Amazing, isn't it? It costs between 7 to 10 shekels to go in. It's worth it. And the acoustic is amazing. Church of the Holy Sepulchre. See the flag of France. To the left there's a tree, and then you can see two domes. That's it. That's the church. We're just on the gate itself. You can see one of the entrances to the Temple Mount to Al-Aqsa. Only Muslims can go in from there. You see the Dome of the Rock behind that tree. And another thing that you can see from here is the way to the Via Dolorosa. And let's see what we can see from the other side. You will see the road that leads to Garden of Gethsemane. Here it is. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I must say that from above you will be able to see an amazing view of let's continue with it. Of Mount of Olives. We're trying to reach to the edge until the mosque, and then we cannot use anymore the ramparts. We have to leave that area, but we are heading to see where it's end. Then this is the end of the road. Behind that wall is the Temple Mount or Al-Aqsa, whatever you will choose. But you can see the beautiful thing here. So many kind of stones. For example, you can see Rhodian stones. And of course, modern stones above it. You can see the differences, different times. And beneath it as well. That's the entrance to the Temple Mount. We cannot go there, sadly. Not from there. And again, look how beautiful is the amazing view of Mount of Olives. And it's noisy today. Then, do you want to stay here a little bit, or do we want to go down? I just want you to know where we are. You know that street leads to the Via Dolorosa Station 1 and 2. And this is the Lions Gate. You can actually enter the tour. You can start the tour from here. Just turn left before. And but you have to buy the tickets at Jaffa Gate. Then don't forget it. That was a long tour. I hope that you enjoyed it. Subscribe me. Be part of my friends. Thank you. Bye.